course he'll come back in a few months' time and say, look, I'm telling you, Buster, I'm a better court chaplain, in which case we'll have to make a decision. Just going to pause it. Just going to pause the game for a second. Bear with me. Righty ho, I'm back again. So we're almost there. 43%. Not long to go until we have the entire Duchy of Deheubarth under our control. And then from there, we play the old waiting game to see if our son can fabricate further claims. Now, we've taken him to the seat of power of Gwynedd in the hope that there is a chance, a slight chance, that he will be able to fabricate a claim not only on the title of Gwynedd, but the actual duchy itself. Because his Chancellor stat is very high, his diplomacy is very high, there is a chance that he can do that. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed. Claiming the whole duchy in one foul swoop would be a marvellous occurrence. So the king is now at peace. Remember these Hashashin assassins? Say that quickly. Well, they seems to be expanding their influence into Syria. So we mocked them when they first arrived, but they appear to be a little bit more dangerous than perhaps they were first given credit for. Perhaps they should be taken seriously. And apparently, the Fraticelli heresy has appeared in the province of Ypern. Now, I don't know where the hell that is. Is that anywhere to do with me? I don't believe so. But there's one way to find out, and that is to just have a look at the religious tab. And just to say, no, there's no heresies in my lands. I don't know why it brought that to my attention, but it did. That's fine. Right, so the war is over. We have claimed all provinces in this county. So we are going to now enforce our demands and tell him to get the hell out. Your title has been taken, Buster. Goodbye, and don't come back. So there we go. We now have the entirety of the Duchy of Deheubarth under our control. So just like that, in the space of less than a year pretty much, or just over a year, we gained 2 more counties, 1 more duchy, which further heightens our power. Now gaining 3.35 per month. So we've got 2 new vassals now apparently as well. We have a new bishop, and of course we have a new mayor, both in the negative, mainly because we're a foreigner, which doesn't help. We've also conquered, so they don't like us pretty much. This is the top and bottom of it. Why is this like that? He should be loyal to me. His opinion of me is higher than the opinion of the other, higher than the Pope, so he should be giving his taxes to me. Maybe it's because I've just recently conquered. It's just trying to catch up. Yeah, it is. There we go. As we can see now, we have the readies. We have the moolah coming our way. Mayor of Swansea. Are there any titles we can give you that would... No. Who's she? Etienne de Marseille, one of my courtiers. Nobody of major interest. Passes away at the ripe old age of something. She looked like an old lady. Lived a full life. Disband my troops, which takes my income up to 3.95 per month, which is very healthy considering my relative small size. So we, now that there's a little bit of peace, a bit of a slowdown, no more wars going on, we can start to look at our future plans. Now, of course, George is 44. Fingers crossed, he's still got plenty of years left in him. If he lives to even to 70, he's got 26 years, so we're going to hopefully keep him in good health. Plenty of time to further expand. Now, Okay, what was I saying? Sorry, I got interrupted again. Bit of a stop-start session. Yeah, our future we're looking at. Of course, this is the next logical course to progress. But then, of course, I think we're going to head to Ireland. You know, an island is an island, fraught with, you know, duchies, small duchies and independent counties, ripe for the picking. They're just asking for somebody to take them under their wing and show leadership. So that will be our job, our duty to bring some order here. This sort of almost like a tribal setup of little chieftains waging war with each other, trying to claim pockets of land here and there. We won't have that. So, how are our children doing? Of course, Ambrose rather, still only with the one child. Apparently his wife doesn't like him that much. He does like his wife though. So I wonder how that works. Our son William, he's part of our court, so we would get any messages about him having children, but he still has just the one. William Jr., the simpleton, as he has been coined by his grandfather. We have Duchess Grace. They have no children just yet. Baylor has had another 2 children since we started this session. He's taking after his father, it looks like, in the bedroom department. Then we have Zachariah over in... oh no, he's in our court. Princess Alice, not bearing any children yet. I've got Duke Arthur of Meissen. They've got one daughter, Sybil, and he and his wife are in the green. At least there's one happy marriage in our family. Cecilia is coming of age very shortly, in fact. And then, of course, Henry. So what are we going to do with our next daughter? Are we going to marry her off for an alliance? Do we need any more alliances? I don't really believe so. We have 4 alliances that we can use in war. 1, 2, 3 and 4. We could take a quick look at the realm tree of England to see if there's any more prominent duchies that we should be taking a look at. Wow. No, my son! What is natural about dying at age 26? Oh my god! Lost a child at so young! William had made me promise I would bury him properly, and I keep my promises. I walked beside his coffin to William's last rest, and the wailing of the mourners was almost more than I could bear. He died too young. Rest in peace, my dear child. Or I should help his widow. Forget his widow, love. My son's dead. I'm in grief here. Rest in peace, child. Rest in peace. Oh my god, that's actually going to sever a tie to one of my alliances, actually. I believe we no longer have that alliance. Buggeration. Which alliance was it? Was it the alliance with the Flanders fella? Normandy, Somerset, Gloucester. Yeah, it was the Flanders. Never mind. I suppose that answers my question. Should I be marrying her off for an alliance? Well, seeing as we've lost an alliance, I suppose gaining one won't be too bad. We could actually start looking for betrothals now, sooner rather than later. Oh, he was our Chancellor as well. He was a good Chancellor. Luckily, we have Berengar here. A courtier in Cornwall. He's 40, a diplomacy of 21. It's not too shabby, in fact. If he was wasn't he our former Chancellor? Wasn't he the Chancellor that my son replaced? I bet he's laughing to himself. Foul play, one suspects. So he's now the Chancellor once again. So there we go. Poor little William, aged 1, now without a father. Bless his little cotton socks. Ah dear. So what was I doing when that horrific message cropped up? I'm looking at the realm tree, and I was just about to comment that wow, that the Duchy of Normandy is quite a prominent force within England's realm. So if we do actually get to control this with our grandchild, adding their land with our land will make us number one, the number one duke in all of England. Right, so we have Flanders, we have Kent as two prominent duchies that we could be allying with here. Also York is there. I'm going to just take a look here at Flanders to see if there is any young males that we can perhaps marry our daughter to. He has none. All females. What about her? She's 14. What about little Henry? How old's Henry? 10. What about if we marry Henry off to his youngest daughter? Charitable, craven and shy. She doesn't have the best stats, but again, it's the alliance I'm after more than anything. He's my youngest child, so therefore, again, no rulership. Just use him as a bargaining chip to secure an alliance. Arrange betrothal. My little Henry. My little Henry. To your little Hermescent. I think that's reasonable. And if we go to Kent, little Drogo is 4. We could marry our daughter off to him, but he's a little bit young. How about York? Wasn't York a prominent? Where's the Duchy of York? Duke of York. He only has one county. He's hardly a prominent figure. He's 13. How about he marries my daughter out? I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know, do you? How about if you marry my little Cecilia? Oh, so my little Cecilia gets to marry a duke straight away. 14, 13. What's his stats? Is he suitable? He's not a simpleton, is he? No, well, not too shabby, shy, arbitrary, nothing marvellous, but in fact he's House de Beaumont. Does he come from a good stock? What's his dynasty tree? Duke Robert of York. Ah, one of the original Dukes of York. Well, I suppose it's better than a smack in the face. Yes, I think we're going to try it. We're going to try it off here. So you betrothed to my little Cecilia to cement another alliance, to take our alliances up to 5. I think that will work nicely. So some more wheeling and dealing in the old marriage department. Securing more alliances, although I don't know why I'm doing it, because to be perfectly frank with you, as soon as the king dies, most of these alliances will fall flat on their face when they start waging war with each other. But we deal with the here and now. Yes, that could happen. He could live, the king could live until he's 85. You know, that's still another 12 years away. He could live till he's 90. Highly likely, but it's possible. That reminds me, that's actually a good question. I've played this game for a little while, and the oldest I've seen anybody get up to was 78. I've never seen anybody past the age of 78. So what is the oldest person you have seen in the game, or even had control of? Let me know on the comments page. I would be intrigued if you can actually get people into their, you know, mid to late 80s, 90s. Is it possible? Let me know. What is the oldest character you have seen in this game? And will King William the Conqueror break that record? He's maimed and he's still soldiering on. I mean, a lesser man would have been maimed at that age and would have given up the ghost on life, would have just laid in bed and just, you know, King Henry the H style, grown fat and slobbing it out, but not him. My spies in Devon have found a local noble is a homosexual. What should I do with this information? Now, if this was Ambrose, I feel that a bit of blackmail would have been a nice way to gain some coffers. But What business is it of ours that this man is a homosexual? What business do we have spreading vicious rumours and blackmailing him? I say let it be. The honest and honourable Duke George. So what happened in Scotland then? Oh my good grief! King Alpin! Looks like his war was successful, but maybe Robert didn't get put on the throne. He put himself on the throne somehow. He died of depression. He died 2 years ago after illness. Is that right? 2 years ago, yeah? King Alpin of Scotland. He is actually part of House Dunkeld, though.